Want to see something spooky? Okay, first things first, we need our pigments, our applicators. We're going to need the jigs we're going to be putting that onto. Just about everything you're going to need to make one of these yourself. Alright, so let's get into it. I'm going to mix up my first little batch here. We're going to have to do a bit of shaping here. And unfortunately, I haven't gotten the garage up to heat yet, because it's not quite cold enough to do that. So the UV resin's pretty sticky. But that's okay. It's kind of a good thing. So you're going to use your powder packs here of whatever particular pigments you like to use. I'm going with a glow-in-the-dark version today because why not? That's nice and spooky. Well, that should be more than enough, actually. Alright. Now you just give that a little mixy mix here. So once you've got that nice and worked in there, go ahead and start getting your lure ready for application. Alright. I have a bunch of these from old batches of lures that didn't turn out the way I wanted them to, so I'm going to repurpose them. Hey, there you go. We're going to make two of these. We're going to make one that's a candy corn and one that's a pumpkin, I think. Alright, so you're going to get your little guy here into the vise. Just like that. What we're going to do is we're going to shape this to the candy corn. So we're going to do it layer by layer is what we're going to do. So it's not going to be all at once. Alright. So that is a good base to start with. And all you're going to do is you're going to let it kind of move around the jig on its own and letting the surface tension kind of keep it doing its own thing. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to kind of let this kind of coat the whole jig until it gets to a point where we're going to zap it. And then we're going to start building the shape of. So you want to get yourself a little pokey tool here. That'll help you get into the smaller spots. There we go. Just like that. Beautiful perfection. Alright. Let's go ahead and zap it. Okay, so it's not fully cured or anything. That's okay. We don't want to fully cure it quite yet. We want to continue to build this up is what we're doing. So let it kind of come back up a bit and then go back down. There you go, just like that. That's good. Alright. So now it may look a little strange and bulbous right now. Same. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to extend this out even further. And then we're going to put another coat over the whole thing. Alright. So now we're extending it out again. This is a lot of balancing and going back and forth when you're doing this kind of stuff. There's better ways to do it, but this is just the quick way for me. Alright, and then we just, well, bam. Okay. And then we just keep doing that. Alright, round 2. Now let's get this color band on here. This is going to help smooth out the transition as well. Now we just rotate it like it's on a rotisserie so we can get that good even spread. A nice good even spread. Okay. Now for our last one. There we go. Same thing as before. I'm going to use a slightly smaller head this time. Just because it's more delicate work. It's the end. It's the outside. It's the last piece of the puzzle. Now I know what you're thinking. It's pretty chartreuse for a yellow on the candy corn. And you would be right. But when it's next to that orange, it's going to warm it up. Yellow's a funny color like that. And it will be just fine for the fish. They will not be upset about it. Alright. So again, just kind of get your base on here to get started and kind of push it around. Let surface tension be your friend and ally. Alright, that's looking good. Let's go ahead and just tumble it around a bit. And I think we've got it. Alright. Yeah, that's more or less it. So let's just finish shaping it out properly and it'll be there. Alright. Okay. Alright, cool. So we'll move on to the last one, which is just a regular old pumpkin. Not going to do anything super fancy with it. Just make a pumpkin. Alright. Do that. Get some more orange in there. All right. So let's start making our little pumpkin here. Just kind of want to hit it one glob at a time, basically. We'll put a small little dab up at the top and just let it drip down, and we'll just do that all the way around. There you go, because that'll give it that pumpkin-y shape. There you go, just like that. Just keep doing that all the way around. All right. So there we go. That's the pumpkin. And I think we'll use a little bit of that. Yeah, we'll use what's left of the chartreuse here. I don't think it's moving anymore. Oh yeah, it's still moving. We're gonna green up this chartreuse. Give him a little stem. Oh boy, it's really come down out there now. Great day for fishing. We got this crazy vibrant green here. Not letting that pre-made stuff go to waste that we used on the other lure. We're gonna hit it. I'm just gonna, at the very tippity top here, gonna hide that hook eye, I should say. Alright, that's something I've never done before, and I just wanted to see if it worked, and that's really freaking cool that it did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just go with that. I'm going to cut it down to shape. Okay, don't want it to get too hard because I may not be able to cut it. Perfection. All right, so we got our little pumpkin. That may get in the way of some hook sets here, but it's fine. So now we're gonna hook up the big lamp to make sure that these are rock hard before we take them out to use them today. Hold on. You see that nonsense out there? Jeez Louise. I'm gonna go fishing in that. Alright. I'm gonna get out my big lamp here. Unfortunately, it doesn't have an on-off switch. It's 100% on 100% of the time. But that's okay, because literally just doing this. Alright, cool. So I'm going to let those sit there. I'm going to let those harden before I tie them up. We're going to get out into this nasty weather on Halloween and go trick-or-treating for some fish. We're going to see what we can do today. So you'll see me out on the water. Well, all right. Now that the lures are done, we're gonna go fish for whatever wants to bite. As you can see here, got a bit of an assortment with us today. But yeah, I figure, you know, spooky season, might as well get the fish deserve some tricks and treats, right? Unfortunately, it's mostly tricks. Let's be honest here. They're not going to be getting any treats. They think they're getting a treat, but it's a trick. It's a trick. It really is. But yeah, we're going to try a little lake, and then a pond, and then maybe some big water from shore. We'll see. But yeah. That's our view right here. So great Halloween day. So we'll get after it. We'll make it happen today. What a great day. Hey, the nice part about the snow is that just means that ice season's on its way, and I cannot wait to get out on some hard water here. So we'll see you at the next spot. Yeah, take a look at it in the water here. Pretty visible. Those glow pigments are pretty decent. Show up pretty good, so we're just gonna give this a few casts here, see if we can't conjure up a bite. Trick or treat. Yeah, it might be a little tricky with such a big shift in the weather here. Might have turned them off a bit, but who knows, it could also be exactly what we needed to wake some of them up. Maybe a little late for that shallow water push though, so this might be a little trickier of an ask today. Trick or treat. So, but we're gonna give it a fan cast here and see if we can't make something happen. All right, probably do one more here. Trick or treat. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to find some much more aggressive fish. If they're in here in this channel, they're probably just chilling. But we'll give it one more. We'll get out of here. We'll go to the next spot. Trick or treat. Nope, that's it. That's a wrap for this spot. We're gonna head to a little pond. We're gonna try our luck over there. And if that doesn't work, we're gonna try some big water. All right, getting into it. Let's see what we got here. Still got some weeds. It's kind of good news. A little bit dirtier water. 1 foot, 2 foot. Yeah, that looks about right. All right, and do my preference of casting up and into the wind. We'll just kind of work this back and see what happens. Well, the best parts about fishing this time of year too is that, look, there's nobody else out here. It's amazing. It's incredible. I love it. Get to enjoy those beautiful clouds over there even. Look at that. Our goose friend Henry. Henry's all right. He's pretty chill. But yeah, no, I think you can get out a lot more often and brave a little bit more than you think you could, and find some time to really enjoy getting on the water, you know. Not that I have anything against fishing with people. I fish with people all the time. I love it. It's great stuff, but you also need solitude, you know? You need time to reflect. You need time to just be yourself. Well, that's about it. We're going to get into prime time here soon. So we want to make sure we're in the spot we want to be at for prime time before prime time starts. So we're going to start headed that way. So that way we can get set up before it starts. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go ahead and finish this out and see if we can catch like a bluegill or something. Oh yeah. We're just gonna do it simple and put her down a couple feet, maybe just a foot or so. So there's still some pretty healthy weeds in here. There we go. All right, see what we can do here and finish this off. Trick or treat. This is prime time. This is it. This is when the magic happens. And if the fish are biting, they're going to be biting here. And if they're going to be biting here, they're going to be biting now. Oh. Maybe. Trick or treat. All right, last cast here. Trick or treat. That's not really fair for a last cast. Get all hung up like that. All right, this is it. This is the one. Trick or treat. All right, well, that's it for that. All right, since it's sucker season, right? That's one of the first ones I painted up using that candy paint. Still looks amazing. I really want to do a lot more of those, but I've been trying some other patterns just to get my chops up, which you guys will be seeing a video about that here soon. But for now, this guy is going to do some work for us today. All right. Get this locked up here, just like that. Beautiful. All right. Let's see if there's a hungry muskie hanging around. All right, it's really coming down here. Not 100% sure how much longer I can be out here, but we'll give it a go. All right, do one more cast with this bad boy right off of this point here and try to get at least one fish on the board. Trick or treat. Okay. Any second now. Oh, was that something behind me? Oh, I couldn't tell. I saw a little bit of red. Hold on. No way. No way. It's a musky hallucination is what that is. No, I don't think so. Last one. Trick or treat. All right, really last one. Trick or treat. All right, well, that about does it. Time to go get warm. Well, unfortunately we struck out today. It's just the way it goes sometimes. Weather changes like this can be very unpredictable, but I'm happy with what I got accomplished. Definitely gave her.
But even though I didn't catch any fish in this video, wait for this one. All right, we got a fish on. All right, screw it. I'm gonna give it. Yep, that's a fish, all right. That's a monster. That one's gonna be coming up here soon once I'm done editing it. So you got that to look forward to. But in the meantime, yeah, it's just gonna keep getting colder and colder, and ice fishing season is going to be right around the corner, so I'm going to be working on a few things. Let me know what you guys think for some Thanksgiving themed or Christmas themed jigs that I can make. You know, these ones are just for fun. These are silly little gaffs, you know. I don't plan on doing much else with them other than doing stuff like this with it. But yeah, let me know what lure you'd like me to make next. I'll get better at this. But no, thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. And please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps, and I really appreciate it. But until the next video, fish more, get on the water.